Morning, Hardy.
What the fuck? Morning. I had the power went out here last night, so I got the dreaded blue screen of death. Had to fucking do everything this morning. Fuck's sakes. Now I gotta rebuild everything. Just. So I didn't even see the market yet. Where is it? It's fucking market, man. It's news coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Building permits later.
10 minutes.
That's Canadian.
It's the ISM that's important.
That's at 10. Okie dokie.
Like we have stuff like a 15 minutes after the open. We have PMI final, both for services and for the composites for February.
What's everybody thinking? Obviously, well, not obviously, but people are thinking it's going up. John, you think it's going up?
Basically, at the high volume edge of the weekly profile.
Well, I lost 100 Gs to fucking European markets today, so.
Sorry about that. What happened?
Well, having options that expire today, and the European market ripped 50 points up from yesterday. That's what happened. So they basically went from being in the money to being fucked.
So, John, being at the high volume edge or whatever, you think it's going to want to repel that or what?
According to laws of market dynamics, it usually tests low and then goes to the other side of the profile.
Right.
So I do think it will go higher. I think I will close my short put around there and have just the long put first for my option if it gets there, when it gets there.
By doing that, you're just by doing the way you're doing, you're reducing your cost basis, and you can always re-add your short leg if it pulls down back to the same level.
Exactly. Oh. That's what I've been doing this entire time since I've been short.
Yeah.
So it's basically just managing that trade like that. That's what I've been doing.
I mean, that's what I've been doing as well on the S&P, but on the Euro stocks, the value, like the value drawdown has been too much of Theta Decay and IV Crush. So
sounds like a shitty video game.
Implied Volatility Crush, Harvey. That's what it stands for.
Oh, I know, but it sounds like a shitty video game that you play on your fucking tablet. And you get little coins or something for doing good.
Oh. Only
hit level 7 in IV Crush. That's all.
Well,
I'm a level 12 on IV Crush. Just killing it.
Jesus Christ. Harvey.
Yeah, well, I had the dreaded blue screen of death today. Fuck, man, it sucks. Still gotta work this out.
High, that poor high, somewhere around there, or the value area high of 227, we might trigger some stops and it could, head up higher. That's what I'm thinking. But
Sorry, John, say that
damn.
one more time. You want us to hit London High and then we're gonna
No, the 228 high, I think it could trigger stops. I'm not sure where the stops are at, but maybe around the value area high of 227, where it's around 4,005. I think it may trigger some stops. That's why I think it can go higher if you can get there.
Right.
That's my thinking. I'm not sure it's going to do that, but
Right. I have an old gap hole there too at that exact top level. Like 402s.
I have some gap ranges too. I'm not sure where it's at right now. I need to look.
That's an old one though, right? Like, so that was already kind of filled or whatever. But it's just on my chart. And there's that other gap from the 23rd. So I don't know how effective gaps are after they've been done. There's a reason why it jumped that area.
Yeah, that's basically like a control variable from what I've learned.
Control variable, like I'm kind of dumb when it's on.
The participants that create the gap, if they're no longer there, then they're basically done. Like
Right.
if you gap lower, the sellers that made the gap lower should be still there if they want to defend. But if it fills, I mean they're gone. Just like yesterday, that gap was filled.
Mhm.
The gap down was filled during the session, so that should have been telling.
Well, again, that bang that went off there at like 1:35 or whatever fucking time it was. Somebody said it was some sort of, what news was that?
That was Bostic.
I didn't
So
catch any of that. What was that?
It
Is
was
that a fucking
Fed.
Fed speaker?
Yes, a Fed speaker.
I didn't have that on my fucking list.
It was not major importance, so.
I had Whaler.
And the thing is that the only he deviated from the rest of the hawkish sentiment, saying that there was a potential stop to the rate hikes in middle of the summer. So
Yeah, but was it sorry, yeah. So
basically,
he just made a tweet, or was it an actual?
No, he was talking.
How come I don't have that on my fucking thing?
Basically, the market fucking snorted a shitload of copium and then just went straight fucking up. Because apparently people don't know where to put their money anymore.
So it works the same way. Like if the gap's been filled during the session, that means I
understand that it's not showing up on his news feed, but it showed up on. I have 3 spots where I monitor it, and all 3 of them showed it. So I don't know what kind of shitty service he's using, but you need to upgrade, Harvey. No fucking dollar store shit.
Post your shitty services here, then. Let me see what you
just use Daily FX. It's free.
I use Forex Factory. Which one do you use?
Daily FX.
Daily.
Here you go.
That's Retro shared a good one. A really good one. Let me see here. Let me get it.
So economic calendar.
It is. Damn it! I hope I didn't close it. Okay, here it goes.
But I saw the Fed speaker for after close, so I don't know why the fuck it did it there, but like specifically at that point.
This is like a.
This is an amazing.
It specifically tracks their fucking shit.
Yeah, this is like pretty damn good. Like, let's see. Let me scroll back to
135
yesterday.
Fed Bostic, we will need to have some kind of slowdown in the labor market, but not a catastrophic one.
So 1 minute until this other news comes out, eh?
This is where he said at 137. I'm firmly in the quarter point camp when it comes to rate hike pace and policy begin to bite in the spring. Like that's when they just fucking it flipped. Everyone just went boom. But you know, it's pretty damn convenient to where he did it at, like at around 3,900.
I really don't think that was new news, right? It was actually.
I think he was hawkish at one point. I'm not sure.
Oh, so he just changed his mind from half point to.
But I'm not sure. I need to go back.
I mean, the thing that they're saying is more or less they're reinforcing if they don't see a slowdown in the data, then they're gonna fuck the market up. That's what they're saying.
New. That's not new.
No, it's not new. But the fact that like the only thing that was new about it is that the potential for them to like give a guideline for when they will start stop raising rates. It doesn't mean that
I've been listening to has been. That's not. None of this is new. There's only 2-3 more cycles to go. Like.
I mean, like them stop raising rates. That doesn't mean that it's done in like to predict when they start doing that. That's when the pivot starts getting relevant. Because they can't pivot because they will need to keep it at a higher rate for longer, meaning they probably won't cut it this year. But if they can get the predictability of when they will stop increasing the rates, then they can kind of predict when they're gonna decrease rates, hence giving a timeline. But the market tries to predict this shit. That's why.
Yeah,
like
that's
it's.
What I mean. Market's stupid.
I mean, like they're trying to price everything. Like the people who are basically short interest rates, they're trying to predict it because they want to buy NQ and all the fucking growth names.
Yeah, they want to jump the train early.
Yeah, of course.
They're late though, man. The entry was in October. Fuck, man.
I mean, most of those names, the really high growth names that have explosive upside, they're not like they haven't risen much. They're up 40%. That's fucking nothing on those names because their market cap is so fucking small. And if the really big boys go in, those market caps will like 10x in a year. So, and there's a shitload of money on the sidelines. Like, people don't understand how much money there is on the sidelines because every institutional fucker is basically bearish because they don't see a reason. So they're trying to fucking pick the bottom in bonds to be safe, which is fucking difficult.
Isn't the emergency measures are still on, so the government's not reinfusing any of the pension funds.
I mean, that's not really like the pension funds in themselves are not that big anymore in comparison to like institutional hedge funds and other shenanigans. Like it's basically like the most of the money from private people are in ETFs, and that's like passively there. Like people don't really touch it. So I don't know. Like I think it's just like the large institutional investors that are fucking with it currently because they're trying to pick the bottom. And that's why it's being fucking all janky everywhere. And people
Made a new
shorting.
ETF, eh? Did you hear?
Which one?
Inverse Kramer.
In
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
I'm
They
I'm not
actually
I'm
made-
not I'm not surprised. Like it's genuinely like, a good idea because he's fucking stupid. So like he's not fucking like okay, he's not stupid. Like his predictions are just fucking wrong. That's the
How
problem.
about this? If you got nothing to say and you still have to say something, what do you say?
Well, you say the
You
bullshit.
say what the fuck? Yeah, you say what you're paid to say. How about that?
Yeah, well. I mean, it's like every time I hear one of the large portfolio managers speak about something, like if they're all of a sudden doom and gloomy, like I know they have a fucking position, or they try to like get everybody to jump on the train so they can use the liquidity to get out. It's like the same story every fucking time. Question is just when do you get out, and in what products, of course.
4,034. Wow, way up there. New contracts way up there. It's funny. It's at the 40-30. That's
I mean, the rollover is not until in another week, so it's
I
fine.
know. I know.
Like
but I mean,
the
it's just
equalizing.
impressive where that number is at 40-30. Look at 40-30.
And it's
40-30 is
because,
an important spot.
but Harvey, it's because of dividends payments that are yet to come. That's why it's up there.
When does SPY do that?
I mean, it's not the SPY ETS dividend payments; it's the general companies included because the futures price include the price of future dividend payments in the price. So you can't basically arbitrage by going short the futures and then buying the SPY ETF or whatever, and then just getting the dividend payments without any risk. Because that would be fucking brilliant if you could do that. That's free money, like straight up, no risk. And since you're using leverage, you can buy even more and get even more dividends. But there is roughly $30 of dividend payments worth of in ES for the next contract. But that's all the dividend payments that are included until the end of. Fuck, is it the June contract? The next one? That expire in June, right? Or am I completely off the rails?
What? When's the next contract close? Is that?
Yeah, that's in June, right? June 17th or 19th or some shit like that.
Yeah, it would be June.
Yeah.
Whatever. It'd be like close to June 10th, right?
So basically, the next 3 months' dividend payments is included in the price. That's why there is a huge difference. There's and the cost of carry as well, because of interest rates. Oh, I forgot about that one. There's way smarter people than us that are fucking doing arbitrage on that shit, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. Man, holy.
Fuck, is this so different?
Hey, Jackie Daytona.
Jackie Daytona.
Yep. What's going on?
You have the what's that emoji?
Yeah, I just thinking emoji. I'm just looking through your plan.
Oh, okay. I actually don't mind feedback. This is what I'm trying to do for myself to get better at trading.
Sorry, I'm not as proficient to have a feedback on anything. But what my question was like, do you think like 4 scenarios are not overwhelming to you?
The scenarios to me is at an area of interest of mine. So it's that's basically what I'm looking for at what I'm thinking to get into a play at around those areas. So just to explain it, yesterday's profile where I said aggressive long entry is basically where the fingerprints are, like low volume areas. So that's basically the majority of my scenarios. And the reference point of yesterday's high is also a scenario. It's basically an important level to me. Yesterday's high. So all the scenarios are usually around areas like those for me.
Right. I see.
Let me have a screenshot of the most recent TPO profile.
I mean, the overnight session for NQ was fucking hilarious. Like going short before the at the 336 and then just holding that until European Open. Well, right before European Open, and just close that shit and then turn long. That's fucking the way to go. It's fucking stupid how much selling pressure there was during the end of RTH on NQ. And somehow fucking Europeans are buying everything. I don't know if it's them who's fucking moving the market nowadays, or American PMs are fucking don't giving a fuck anymore.
What's funny is Europeans were selling everything yesterday.
Yeah.
And now they're buying everything. Like,
I mean, they were not really selling everything. Like, if you look at it, like when we opened, like NQ opened like Thursday, we opened at the low of yesterday. So Europeans were basically buying it the entire day yesterday on NQ. Looking at ES Thursday, let me check where it opened. Yeah, right after they open on European Open, everything just ripped up. Holy.
You're right. Yeah, at 2:00, that's when they made the low at 25. Yeah. So the Asian session was the one that's setting. I forgot about that.
Because like if you look at the European equities, it's basically just in a consolidation range. So I don't know who's buying it. If the US PMs are buying Europe and the European PMs are selling fucking Europe and buying US. It seems that way. Like they're just like trading it off at this point. It's not like you can clearly see where they start the trend, and then all of a sudden the stops are fucked from Asia session, and then we just rip.
Mm-hmm.
And they fucked the US session highs as well from Wednesday.
Yeah.
So they fucked both of them and then pulled it up. And now we're fucking the Tuesday session highs as well soon. I'm not gonna
Yep.
fucking try and short this unless I see some fucking major signal here. It's fucking
Yeah, that's-
stupid. It's so stupidly strong. Like,
Yeah. I agree. That's why I kind of removed my scenario 1 out of the equation.
I mean, it's entirely possible that like the US defend it and sell the crap out of ES between 4,000 and 4,020. I know that's a wide fucking range, but that's basically where we have the next area of resistance is between 4,020 and 4,030. That's like the next region of interest. Like if you're looking at purely from like RTH highs, the last 5 sessions. And then we're all the way back to Friday, like before the expiry. Oh, and well, fuck. Yeah. Well, before that expiry. And then we're all the way up to 4,080. Which is nuts. And then we have like 1 day, and then we're back to 3-week high. So
Yeah. Like nothing happened. Like
yep.
it's back testing that downward trend line to the point. Like how crazy is that? Like, man, that was like right
Yeah,
at the 200.
I don't see like heavy selling here. I just see hesitation in buyers. That's the main thing I see. Like,
Mhm.
but that's also one of those things which happens is when like new buyers don't pick up the slack from old buyers taking profit. That's when it tends to turn because everybody fucking gets out of their long positions. And then since the majority of the market is net long all the time, well, there's not much to do about it. Like, sure, there is hedging, which is going short the market, but they usually own a shitload of stocks anyway. So it's basically just paying with the from your own pocket with gains you're already getting anyway. I don't know. It's fucking difficult to say this direction, but I think it's gonna probably rip. So be careful
that's
if you're
why I
if you're
said
short bias.
that's where I might. That's why I say I might close my short put around 40, 20 something, 40, 30.
40 20 something on ES. I said between 40 20 and 40 30 something. That's pretty good. Then you still have like potential to re-add later, and I don't know how much of a profit you're making on the short side. I mean, I try to close them out for 50%. Like if I get 50% of the premium, then I close it out like 100%. I'm happy with that. If I can do that, milk it 2 or 3 times like that, then you've paid for your long puts anyway. So.
Exactly. I actually, that's it's basically paid for already if I close this one. Basically, like, because I've been doing it ever since January, so like late January. So it's been working pretty well. So I'm not really sweating at all.
You got to teach these boys how to make money while being wrong. You know, there's plenty of people in here who needs this lesson. How to make money when you're wrong by just trade management and hedging activities. You don't even need to be right to make money. That's the funny thing. might not be the most impressive gains ever seen, but still. You're basically a living insurance company right now, except you're not an LLC, John.
It kind of, helps pay for the futures.
Just hold a little longer and it will pay for itself, John. That's a very simple solution for you there.
I think, I believe I will get there someday. I'm not sure how soon, but
I believe you will get there very soon if you do what you did yesterday. Because that one paid.
Yeah,
That
it worked
had one
out.
trade that was really well executed. Holy shit! This keeps pushing.
Yeah, VIX keeps dropping. Like,
Yeah, there are some people getting fucked now. Those Euro stocks puts that are 42 strike price 4200. Euro stocks is trading at 4276 currently. They're like they will want you to pay to close it. That's how bad it is. They're literally not willing to accept it. Well, but because it's OTC, you can close it for but you have to pay to do it. Not just commissions, like actually pay a premium to close it. I'm just gonna let them expire worthless. That's fucking sad, but well. Do you ever let let some of your options run till expiry to avoid fees, John?
hell no. You think I can't? I have never let anything run to expire.
Well, in SPX, I have done it like a couple of times, but then I'm pretty certain about the outcome.
There is one time it happened in 2021, and
But
one time it happened in 2022.
But it was unintentional. I bet. Or
no, it was zero DTEs, and it was a stupid play.
Yeah, well, then that's different if you're playing it on zero DTEs. That's fucking like I forgot some yesterday, which fucked off right into the moon. I own both calls and puts, so all of a sudden I had a cash settlement that was just sat there. I noticed it like 3 hours after the close as well. So what's he doing, Mr. Zero? Need to put on some music here. You know when you're pissed off there, when you're playing Disturbed? That's when you know you're Nice move there when they picked up there from 39.94. And the volume spiked up. They took the VPOC for the session and then puked back below it into the LVN. And then volume dropped off. And they just fucking pumped it like mega fucking size. Well, mega relative size.
nuts. We're above 228 high. Insane.
High yield closed the gap, by the way, yesterday. I forgot to tell everybody that. Which is like my leading indicator for fucking markets. Because if they're willing to buy high yielding fucking debt like this, like crazy, they were just ripping it all day yesterday. And closed the gap and then run above it slightly. So. And the government bonds rips closed yesterday, like basically at the highs of yesterday on 10-year. 30-year broke above yesterday's high. 2-year also ripped above yesterday's highs. And DXY is back in its in the middle of the range from yesterday.
Gap down, huh?
The Euro Bund ripped down and on the day, and then ripped almost all the way back now. Almost gap close from yesterday. There's no point shorting the shit, boys. This is just literally buy high, sell higher. Don't think, just buy. You'll probably make money. Unless you're going balls deep on leverage. Probably gonna get the usual US Open, sell the rip, and then we can buy the dip. To be honest, John, I think that's probably the best plan for today. Is to wait for the US Open selling the rip and then get the pullback to some level of interest and then just hit it full fucking size and just sit long entire day.
Well, I have that 40, let's see, where area that I'm interested in.
40. 40.
Let me look.
I have
40, 36. 40, 36.
On the upside, yeah. I can take that. But I would want to pull back to 402.50, somewhere between 402.50 to 403.50 to get the long. Basically previous high. Retest it and see if there's any sellers that are willing to push through it or active buyers absorbing the shit out of this. That would be really nice and really sick if we get that.
So we basically filled the gap between 40. Oh, never mind. That's for 40. That's way above. We got 3 gap areas above. I don't think we'll get there though. That's above 40.36.
What? Did you say 40-30?
No, that's an area where I'm,
What?
I think
40-30?
And now he's just tripping his balls just because he saw that earlier.
40.36.
To fix their hearing aids.
Don't rip it. Don't fucking tug on it too hard now, Harvey.
That's their regurgitation.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Not John. John, no. I'm saying me.
Yeah, I know.
No, but John might have taken that wrong. Sorry, John. I wasn't saying that about you.
I mean, technically for me, 4035 is more important, but we'll see. Ideally, like if it breaks 4030, I wouldn't want it to rip like and close and fill in the shit show of a shitty profile up at 4104. And maybe reject on 4025. Oh, 4125. My bad. Lol. This fucking profile so fucking dirty. If you're bullish, like this is fucking. It is ridiculous material to look at. Basically, we went down, retested like right above the region, like where we bottomed on Friday, the 20th of January, like right above that consolidation range. We bottomed. And now we ripped again and then retested basically the low of the 25th from January. And right now we're trying to break the low of the 31st of January. Nice, Bayman. That's a fat trade there. Where were you short from? You must have shorted right before it when it went below VWAP. Well, this is the day for me to learn how to fucking not be a fucking mega bear. And fucking get paid with the bulls. We're going to 4030 before the open even, guys. Looks like.
That would be crazy. Oh shit. I guess all the move happened right, guys. Just close it up.
Fucking up like 20 points soon. Since European Open, we are up 40 points. A little bit more than that, actually. It's stupid as fuck, man. Jesus Christ. I want to. Who? That guy? No idea. He has done a routine now where he's unmuting like 10 minutes before open. As of recently. Specs, what's the plan? We break 4030, we go to 4. No. Buy high, sell higher. No. I'm just looking at the trend strength. Like the trend strength has been like European buying the shit out of everything every morning, and it just goes straight up. Like everything goes straight up. Bottom was in European at the European Open today. Sadly, I am not sitting with long MQ at 11,850. Which would be pretty fucking hilarious because that would be 200 points up so far. Or even more. 300. Fucking stupid.